and I would have built a box.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about just say a few words, maybe 1 or 2 sentences on how you're appreciating the plant.
I grew up watching my mom garden, but was a teenager uninterested. So I had the basics, you know, what to do, but I didn't understand the method behind it. So this class has helped me understand the method and the reason behind all the actions. So that's what I like about it. This video, I've done been there and back, inshallah. I'm going to make me some tea, but thank you for watching.
When it has a few more flowers on there, you'll see the roots, but then you'll see some little white or pink nodules on the roots. And those are the way the plant is really fixing the nitrogen from the air and fixing it in the roots. And so what farmers do, since they've been doing it for ancient time, they really kind of just sometimes just till this back into the ground. So you're getting free fertilizer. But there are many different types of clover. This is just one. It's not even true red clover. It's some other type of clover. But there are many. There are yellow clovers, red clovers, there are white clovers, and many other type of clovers. But a lot of farmers, you know, especially organic farmers.
So this is a mixed farm?
Yeah, it's a diverse farm with different type of crop.
Oh, well, I mean, with different people coming in.
No.
Oh, it's one person.
Okay, there are a lot of ways you can do this. So as you notice over there on those beds that we have the rice and things like that, the plants are kind of uniform. So you got rows, a row here, a row here, and a row there. You could do that here. Row here, go about 6 more inches, do another row, go about another 6 inches, but you have a huge amount of space in between your plants there. Because what happens then is that your plants will grow, and they probably will grow fine, but it will give you more work to do in your garden because, number one, everywhere that space is, that's a possibility for a weed to come up. So what we want to do, we want to minimize the places where we have weeds coming up, and the way we do that is by using close plant spacing. So we want to place some of these plants closer together. So if you look at the dice, and it's number 5 on the dice. So you have 2 here, and 1 here. There's probably some other factors too, because if you go and look at plant pH and soil pH, there's a whole list of diagrams. You'll see them. I'm pretty much the same, but they'll tell you like calcium is more available at this pH. Nitrogen is more available at this pH. And so they're saying, and if you look at those charts, so it's between 5.5 and about 6.8. The pH scale goes from really like 1 to 14. So plants seem to like it on not really a terribly basic pH or not particularly a very, very low acid pH, but it's somewhere in between there. So this meter kind of tells you, it's called a KLAUS soil meter, so it tells you 2 things. It tells you the amount of soil moisture, but it also tells you the pH. So this pH on this scale goes all the way up.
What natural things might affect the pH? Is like the acid in the rain, or
well, there's not as much acid in rain as it used to be, because the acid in the rain in the 70s came from when they used to burn a lot of coal, and the coal and the acid would form up in the atmosphere. So they still do that, but they have some things on a lot of these coal-fired plants have these things which wash some of the smoke before it goes out in the atmosphere. So then it used to be leaded gasoline, but you don't have the lead issues that much anymore, or even acid issues that much for soils anymore. But some places you have acid soil, some places you have soils that are very basic. Well, it depends.
Are there other things you have to worry about, like in the air, like chemtrails or anything like that?
Not that I know of. I mean, that would not stop me from growing chemtrail.
Okay.
I'll let it stay up there, and I just grow it.
Okay, would you have regular water?
They trying to,
it was distilled water.
Genetically altered mosquito.
Distilled water.
Jacket.
So if you see this pH, it's about 6.3, 6.4.
So that's good.
I mean, it's good. It's good. I just hope it kind of stays like this. But the main thing, getting the pH to stay there is the challenge sometimes. So that means if you have certain calcium in your soil and things like that, the pH really won't really drop that much.
So you said getting it to stay there.
Well, yeah, buffering. So the calcium, there are other elements in the soil which buffer the pH, which keep it there.
All right.
And so those are the different types of lime you use, or other things that you use. in your soil. So
You just said that was distilled water. So what sorts of water should you
well, for
nourish the plants with?
I use well. So that means that for this bed right here, I'm going to put in the plant every 8 inches. So say if I put a plant right here, there's a hole right there. Or use this right here probably.
How deep should you go?
Just up to the neck of the plant.
Okay.
Just be careful, take this out. So what you want to do a little bit, you want to disturb the root system just a little.
A little. Okay.
Lightly. And then scoop some of that soil out there, just place this plant in. And just cover.
Now, if you were planting seeds, would it still be 8 inches?
It still would be 8 inches, but the
Okay.
plant still, the architecture and the size of the plant is still the same, but this plant. You only need to put it down because you only want to bring the soil up to about level.
A little bit on the
Yeah, so I'll put that here.
You want to stir that again.
Do that again. Put it in there. Firm it in. Just tap it in. Then I might go, like I said, 8 inches here would be here,
Oh.
here.
Oh. So you're doing it in that. Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's about 4 inches deep.
Yeah, about
Something
that.
like that.
If the soil is kind of dry, that you need to put any water or anything in?
Well, we can do that when we come back.
We'll just go over.
Yeah, for sake of time today. I mean, you could have watered it before, but now it's just a time factor here, so we're gonna put that in there.
How do you know when the plants need watering? Is it just by just eyeball it, and if it
Well,
looks dry, or?
You know, number one, when you become a
I wish I could have recorded the entire class for you all. However, I'm going to share as much as I can remember to share. So as you've seen, we use the stick to measure the space between one plant to another in the same shade that you will see a number 5 on a dice. And I forgot to even implement these things that I've learned in my own garden, but I'm learning as I go. So the more I do, the better I will hone these skills. I have already planted out a lot of things in my garden, so I will have to go back and remember when I plant my next things to put in the spacing and do the number 5 dice shape. And one of the things that the biggest takeaway that I got from this class was gardening with others is pleasurable, and that I'm going to invite others who want to get in the dirt, being in the city, to help me with my garden, because garden is therapy. It takes you away, it gives you peace, it gives you company, and it should be enjoyed with others.
You want to switch? You want to plant for a minute?
Sure. You want to use these gloves?
Okay. I'm already.
Go on the road with it.
Y'all need this over here? Dabble? Yeah, that'd be good. Go ahead and dabble with it. Like right there. Hey kid, we like your pants now. You gotta get us some pants like that. So we can all. Oh yeah, okay, you in?
I have something like that too,
Yeah.
but
I gotta get me a pair.
Yeah, these are perfect for today.
Yeah.
What's one thing about garden I don't like?
all the bugs.
All the bugs.
Well, I had no idea how much biological activity was happening
Mm-hmm.
in the soil. That was important.
I have to say, I appreciate this class.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I
We
do.
appreciate you.
Are you an artist too?
Yeah, in so many words.
Okay.
Yeah. I dribble in a little bit of everything. And I'm just actually, life took me away from it.
Uh-huh.
And I ended up in the mortgage industry of all places.
Okay.
So now I'm at a point where I'm just trying to get back to my roots.
Gotcha.
I'm an empty nester now. So I'm taking advantage of it. Yeah, ripping is much easier.
I'm supposed to hold that. Or you can start.
Okay.
There are a few ways, you know, you see how when we made the beds, we kind of did, I guess, the lazy way of really preparing the bed. So what we do, we put the tarp and we kill the grass first. And then we kind of come back and just lay the compost on top of the bed. Ideally, what I've done in the past, I would have just kind of not just killed the grass, and then I would have bought in some 2x12 boards, and I would have built a box. Okay, hold on.
Gardening definitely has let me know I need to get myself in shape. I get so overheated. But anyhow, the sound that you were hearing are fake hawks to deter the birds from coming into the field. So they, every so often, you will hear a gun be shot off in the air to deter the birds as well as this fake hawk. And you know, I learned a lot in this class. I learned a lot, and I wish I could share it all with you all. But what I will say is that check out your local areas, because even seeing how all these different farmers dealt with their land, like this is a woman who has her own floral shop. I was intrigued, and I always say, start yourself a garden. Garden is therapy.
We just finished our class. It's something that I need to definitely, I'm glad that I took it. It was worthwhile. It's all about farming. I'm out here with the machines. We actually got in and got our hands in the dirt. And I got more of the science behind farming. So when I do take that venture of my food forest in Gambia, I have a better idea and understanding why I'm doing what I'm doing, the method behind it, the reasoning, what I should look for. And I'm going to continue taking these classes and just immersing myself in the whole aspect of
The fake hawk.
The fake hawk.
The fake hawk.
Exactly. You see, you're gonna get one, and you're gonna let it play around the house, huh?
I don't know about that.
Just put the Bluetooth speaker outside.
I'm gonna get some complaints from my neighbors. Like, she got some kind of wild bird in her.
this video. I've been there and back, inshallah. But that I'm going to make me some tea with this, with coconut core tea. Thank you for watching. This is your girl Empress.